As you can see, this is a very active job site. So construction goes in waves, and what's happening is the guys are putting the finishing touches on the rebar. This queen is completely covering this surface. The soil poisoning has already happened, and they're getting ready for this slab to be poured. And if you could see to our left, the guys are actively working on the first course of block. They brought the first course of block in right after the slab was poured. These guys are ready to lay, right? So right here is now this slab has been poured. It was poured earlier today. And concrete, especially in South Florida, dries very quickly. So these guys are fanning the slab to escalate the process, so to speak. And all of these orange caps that you see on the rebar is a safety precaution, just to make sure that if you ever fell over, you're not falling directly on the rebar. Progress has been made. This is the first slab to be poured. And you can see that they're in different stages. All right, so this one's going to be the first one that's poured. This second one has the visqueen on top. This third one is getting prepared for the next phase, which is going to be the visqueen. All right, they tamp down all of the soil so it's nice and compacted. And then this is the last one towards the front, which is how most construction sites work. They try to get the back done first, and then this was going to be the last one that gets finished. All of this wood would come off. This was just poured today. So a lot has happened in a short amount of time. So they delivered this block yesterday. I want to show you how much has gotten done already. And I want to just kind of explain to you exactly what's going on the job site. So you'll see these areas that are punched out. All right, about every 4 feet or so. Those are to show the rebar is tied into the slab, right? So in a previous video you saw that the footer had the rebar kind of tied in, and then this rebar is going to go all the way up to the top. So they want to show that this rebar is exposed, so it has a continuous hold. So the difference in Florida construction or concrete construction is the whole structure is tied down to the slab. So it's going to make it very challenging if there is high winds, if there's a tornado or a hurricane mainly, for this structure to blow over. So just wanted to kind of show that to you. Show you what's going on in other places. All right, so the guys have these scaffolds up. They're going to continue to work their way all the way up, and while they are working their way all the way up, they run a plumb line to make sure that every course is straight. Bring you into this area right here. I love this. This is one of my favorite parts of construction, is when the building literally comes up from the ground. You can see this rebar right here is going to continue to go up. All right. And then this particular area is going to get poured with concrete, so it's a completely solid structure. These guys have made some pretty good hay so far on this particular structure. One small detail I forgot to mention is between each course of block, they do what's called a ladder mesh. So steel and on top of concrete gives it extra strength. In this particular area that you're looking at right now is a area that's holding a big load. So there is going to be a structural beam that will be placed there as well. All of this is very technical stuff. An engineer obviously approves of it to make sure that the structure is nice and strong. So you can see the height of the foundation, all right, and then you can see what will be the road over here, and you see the height is significantly higher than the crown of the road, right? And you can see that the grading is slowly sloping away to what would be the drains of the townhome community. I want to show you this recess right here. So the course of block is going to come up to this recess right here. The block will go right there on there. So the reason why they do that is because when water hits the block, and it will run out. All right, if it was completely flat, they would probably have some sort of water intrusion.